It's getting harder for men out there, and you see it. They go to jail, and people laugh about it. It's getting harder for men to survive in this climate now.
And I have made content on that. It's content I see that you haven't seen. I had a whole stream dedicated to talking about why so many men are lonely now and turning to things like you offer them with a creativity kit. You think one of my big problems with Andrew Tate was
the creativity kit has nothing to do with being lonely. The creativity kit is about making money online. There's no loneliness.
That's still
that is
in my eyes, selling courses, giving people advice that isn't guaranteed to work like that is exploitative and taking advantage of desperate people. You can have a different point of view.
OnlyFans for men.
One of the big problems I had with Tate was his business, Hustlers University, charging $50 a month to be part of a Discord server where you're not really getting the tools to succeed. I've seen what goes on in there. It's mainly like people just talking at each other. He doesn't really participate. The lessons aren't overly helpful. It's very generic advice that you could find for free on YouTube. So it's charging this high price.
Of course you can find it for free, but having it reinforced by somebody that you look up to is an extremely important thing. And if you think that you're exploiting somebody by charging them $50 a month, there are a lot of case studies in the creativity kit where people have become extremely successful from the information that they found in there. Call it advocating towards lonely men. People have met there and moved to Florida, and now they've built businesses together, meeting in the creativity kit, finding like-minded people. What's more important than exploiting somebody's money and what you're glossing over is exploiting somebody's time. Time is money. And if people are investing their time into watching drama content, fun stuff, let me laugh at someone falsely in prison, they're wasting their energy watching you game for 12 hours. That is a bigger waste of lonely men's time. They're not getting any value.
You don't think he's like trying to call me out there, right?
Hours. They are getting value from paying $50 a month and learning the secrets from somebody who's been doing this for 10 years. But what's a better use of your energy? $50 on a course from vetted millionaires or watching a gaming streamer for 6 hours every night?
Well, he didn't use the course to get rich. He's getting rich from the course, the same way that the course that you're selling is not like your main way that you made money. You are making money from that course now, as opposed to what the course is teaching. But again, this is getting completely sidetracked.
That's just not true. That's not my main source of income. I enjoy doing it, and it's a great way to have a network. And you talk about all the lonely men that are out there. What are you doing to go and help these people? We understand that there's a problem with loneliness of men. People get in there, they ask me questions about how do I network better? How do I find people who are like-minded? You give them advice, and you can see them transform their life. I'm curious as to what you think is a better alternative, because you stream gaming for 6 hours. Is that a better solution?
When did he get so hung up on this gaming thing? Why is he like obsessed with gaming now?
Giving advice to men who don't know how to find a community of like-minded people.
Is this like part of the new Red Pill talking points or something? Did they get like new programming?
Look, I'm in Japan. You're still in the same room that I've seen you in since high school.
I can go places. I choose not to. I'm happy here the same way you're happy traveling in Japan. Like, these are non-arguments that you're making. It's the same argument
I've never seen you outside of your room. And I don't know how many years I've seen you on YouTube. I've never seen you out of your room. I've seen you with dildos in your room, throwing it at each other and your friends. I've never seen you travel. I've never seen you network with other people. I've never seen you show your audience what's possible if they make money as well. I've seen you...
He sounds like he's turning into like... And I guess maybe some of it is an age thing. He sounds like he's turning into every person that's ever lived in LA for like 6 months. Like, bro, I'm all about networking, travel... learning from other people. Like, this is like every person that goes to LA is like a influencer, actor, whatever, for like 6 months. It's like that. Like,
play video games since like 2016.
In one of the clips you showed of me, I am outside at Gasparilla with my girlfriend. What are you talking about?
At what?
Gasparilla is like Mardi Gras, but for Florida. Like, you have literally shown me outside. I don't know why you're trying to make this case that I'm never outside.
You stepped outside in Florida. I've never seen you go to different countries. I've never seen you network with successful men. I've never seen you around a group of men who are on the same page.
Networking.
That's it. The purpose is showing our audience what's possible. A lot of people are tired, and this lifestyle, we talk about lonely men. The number one problem that lonely men have is watching porn, is playing video games and getting addicted to this stuff. That's what's contributing to loneliness more than providing them an avenue to go and elevate themselves. That is the biggest contributor. People who don't know how to live life, how to go outside, how to meet different people, but find a comfort zone in their room, playing video games and watching porn.
It's impressive how you tie everything back to
the Matrix.
porn now.
Oh, porn.
That you're talking about things that are agreeable. And this is what I've said about Andrew Tate. He doesn't always say silly, dumb shit, but he does. And he couples it with good, real things. Like you mentioned, porn addiction is a problem. Like, no one's going to disagree with that. But everything that you're sprinkling in outside of it is totally fucking irrelevant to the rest of it, man. You going and flexing on your audience isn't showing them what's possible. It's showing what's possible when they're paying for your lifestyle. The advice you give, you thrive off them staying miserable, right?
Ooh.
The second they get happy, the second they get money,
No,
the second
I definitely don't.
they will not be
definitely
paying for
don't.
your course
If
anymore.
If my audience does not get value from my content, they're going to leave. The reality is that streamers and content creators like you, the audience always
like
grows
you.
up. They watch a little of the gaming content, then they grow up. They're not learning anything, and so they go to another content creator. They go to somebody else who's popular or trendy. You need to add value to the audience, or else they are going to grow out of it.
And the value from
pressure of that.
the value of most things is entertainment. What you used to do was humor interlaced with your stuff. Now it's just preaching to the choir of people that already subscribe to your hive mind. It's you're still doing the same thing.
See on Twitter. That's what you see on Twitter because that's the only mainstream platform that I'm still allowed to be on. If you watch my stream,
I have
haven't
watched
streamed
your
in a couple
streams.
weeks.
I am always against people paying for advice from so-called gurus and professionals because you don't need it. The beauty of the internet is it is an unlimited repository of all of the human knowledge, just this compendium of every piece of information for every subject you could want. And you can access it for free. Under no circumstances do I ever advocate for someone paying up to $50 a month for advice they can freely find right now, even if it doesn't come with a built-in.
Gamers always have the argument, but then they never talk about how college is a waste of time and that people go into
Sneako!
$50,000
The programming, it just kicked in.
Millionaires.
Holy
if
shit.
you could pay $50 and talk to a vetted millionaire who has made money online in a way that they don't teach in school, $50 is a steal. People get really upset about this because you're paying somebody directly and you know who you're spending the money on. You don't get upset about college because...
Here's the issue, guys. If you could pay $50 to talk to a millionaire, that would be really valuable. But there's a difference between paying $50 to talk to a millionaire to get advice versus talking to a millionaire that's charging $50 to give you advice. Like, talking to successful people and figuring out what they did to be successful is important, but people that are selling success, it's a different type of model. It seems like it's a slight difference, but I think it actually makes all the difference in the world. In my opinion, like if I were to give, I think I'm very successful. I'm very successful. Like most of the advice that I would give, I would imagine other successful people are going to give, but it's really boring, and I don't think I could charge for it, right? Like two pieces of advice right off the top of my head: finish college. Fucking finish it. Unless you've got another opportunity that is breathing down your neck that college is bringing for, just finish college. Just get your fucking degree. It makes everything in your life better. It makes everything in your life better. Number one. Number two, always be on time to anything, okay? Always be on time or be early. You can always be the guy that's 5 minutes early to everything. Deadlines are so fucking important. And if you can meet deadlines, at least in my industry, that puts you ahead of 95% of fucking people, unironically. If you can respond to an email within 24 hours, amazing. Within 12 hours, great. Within 6 hours, I'm hiring you, okay? If you can respond to an email on time, if you show up to meetings on time, not 5 minutes late, not like, oh, there was some traffic, oh, I kind of woke up late, oh my God, like, dude, and I like, hearing people like in LA would say, oh, California time, I'm 30 minutes late. What do you mean California time? If it's California time, then set your clock back, motherfucker. How are you late every single day to the same fucking meeting? What are you talking about, right? These are like basic things that like you could figure out, or not figure out, but that people tell you. But the problem is I think that a lot of the like advice that you would get from legitimately successful people, it's not gonna be like get rich quick shit. And it's not gonna be like grind and hustle shit, right? It's gonna be like pretty boring, pretty bog standard. Like the paths to success are well known. It's not some undiscovered land. It's just really hard. And you got to be set up for it sometimes. But nobody wants to hear that. That's not exciting to hear. That's not sexy. You want some guy to tell you how to do like drop shipping in such a way that you're going to be selling Chinese spoons to people and making, $2 million a month off your 15 different revenue streams you've got set up in your Amazon and Google affiliate account, right? It's just like,
you don't know the principal, you don't know the headmaster, you don't know the donors. They're nameless people behind a university. So the point of the network is collection of information concentrated in one place, and also the network of people that you can find. Right here, I'm in Japan traveling with somebody that I met from the Creativity Kit. That is something that is valuable and that you will only find by paying $50, which is not a huge price.
That is a big price, but also, do you see what just happened there? You went in.
$50 is a huge price. That's the same price as your merch that you're using to advertise on this drama. Would you rather your audience pay $50 for a T-shirt from a gamer, or they meet somebody that they can go start a business with?
That the merch isn't $50 for a T-shirt, but regardless, what I want you to recognize is what happened there. I was talking.
It is.
Okay, it's still not. But with what just happened there is I was talking about something, and you went into PR speak and salesman mode to talk about your course, and you attributed something to me that I actually talk against. I actually have spoken many times about why college just isn't right for everybody. It's not. It simply isn't. I think college provides an invaluable social experience where if for the first time in your life you're on your own, so you learn how to fend for yourself, you learn how to interact with roommates, strangers, so you get social skills, but college is not going to be a great fit for everyone, especially when it comes to certain academia positions, especially like in some art fields. I actually talk a lot about that, but you keep lumping me in with this perception of a gamer and these beliefs that you don't know anything about me on, and yet you still put me in there.
All right, bye.
Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.